welcome back. Today I'm gonna tell you about the synopsis of Vincenzo episode 7. In Vincenzo episode 7, we were floored upon learning why Vincenzo ended up as a surprise witness at the current case against the Babel group. Showing his overflowing confidence while entering the courtroom, Vincenzo did it like he was walking on a fashion runway. The flashback in between showed how Hong Chae-young and Vincenzo plotted their scheme. Knowing how their opponents will react to their creative and original tactic, the duo proved that working together makes them undefeated. Aside from the fact that Vincenzo became a witness and an assailant having intentionally assaulted the Babel chemical employees, another surprise witness joined them in the court. Professor Kim Yoo-won, doctor and wife of director Kil Jung-moon, decided to reveal her spouse's medical malpractice. Her other half apparently gave victims false information about the cause of their sickness. It was also revealed that he was having an affair, and the scene escalated into a scuffle in court between the soon-to-be divorced couple. Everything that transpired in the court was mind-blowing, and Vincenzo, while at the gallery, gave the commotion a standing ovation as if he was watching an opera. From pieces of evidence to Vincenzo and Hong Chae-young's show in court, Bible Group hugely lost against the duo. After they wrapped up their case, Hong Chae-young gifted Vincenzo a suit. The two are now starting to openly show their appreciation towards each other, as they are more caring and thoughtful, albeit inadvertently. Hong Chae-young also handed another small thank you gift to her partner. And while Bible Group's chairman, Chung Sun-woo, is monumentally disappointed toward his team and showed them how crazy villainous he can be. He is frustrated at their huge loss, and he can hide the fact that Vincenzo creatively defeated them in court not once but twice. The young chairman, unwilling to accept they failed, decided to continue plotting the fall of Hong Chae-young and Vincenzo. Vincenzo's secret uncovered. Inside the Chipuragi law firm, angry Vincenzo speaks in Italian after knowing that the resident decided not to leave Kumja Plaza. A minute later, the same police officer from the previous episode entered the office and arrested the Hong Chae-young for her involvement in illegal activities. The lady attorney was incarcerated. This time, Vincenzo thought that getting Hong Chae-young out of the jail would be complicated, but she has her trust in Vincenzo, knowing that he's the only one who can release her. She confidently told him that to handle her situation like a mafia member, which made Vincenzo cut out of court as he didn't know how she discovered such an important detail. Hong Chae-young then stated all the things he had done before, from setting Bible Group's warehouse in flames to firing guns, and by being able to have access to confidential information, she indeed is smart enough to know a normal lawyer can do this. As Vincenzo heard it from Hong Chae-young, he promised to handle her case smoothly so he can get her out within 48 hours, and because of too much happiness, Hong Chae-young hugged Vincenzo, which made him flustered for a minute. Now that Hong Chae-young already knows the truth about Vincenzo's identity, the two will most probably find better ways to disrupt their enemies. As for Vincenzo, we are starting to see Vincenzo evolve and adapt to Korean life. He's now drinking yogurt drink, eating tteokbokki, and putting milk in his coffee. Business-wise, he's uniquely equipped to earn the trust of anyone on any side of a battle. He fulfills his promises, but he treats them as purely transactional. There's no impression at all that he and Chue will be buddies now they've done each other a solid. Speaking of, she's looking pretty weak after back-to-back losses as a seasoned prosecutor come rookie lawyer. Seeing her so terrified of Genoa, then giving to Vincenzo as a last resort looks so desperate. On the other hand, it also makes her just like Vincenzo, willing to use any sides of the game to get what she needs. If these two could just put their heads together, I bet they could put an end to all this back and forth while fulfilling each other's goals. We finally catch a glimpse of why the Chung brothers have that working dynamic. Yes, Hanso is the illegitimate son, but that wasn't enough to warrant the fear of his older brother. Now, we know Junwoo is also responsible for their father's death, and that he could also turn on Hanso at any moment. Is Hanso playing the dumb and obey the emperor to save his own life, or does he have bigger plans? That's all for today. See you in the next video. Bye.